What's going on, guys? TK back with another video. So today I'm going to teach you guys how to EV train like a pro. EVs are effort values, okay? This is basically like your stat bills. This is basically like how you distribute your stats for your specific Pokemon. You can have a maximum of 510 EVs allocated in your stats. So you need these. These are important, okay? You'll be a sitting duck out here trying to play competitive with your blank slate Pokemon. All right, it's super important. I'll give you an example. Like this King Gambit, I already EV trained him. He's my first EV trained Pokemon this generation. As you can see, these are his stats, but if you press the L button, it switches the graph. These are the effort values, okay? Unfortunately, Pokemon won't change this and actually show the actual number. All right, so what I do is I kind of go on Showdown online and kind of like see what the stats I want, and then I go in game and allocate them accordingly. So I actually have an adamant nature on this King Gambit, and he has 252 attack EV, so it's maxed out at 252. And then I have actually 196 HP EVs, and then I have 60 Spadef EVs. That gives me a maximum of 510. That's how I allocated the stats, okay? But I'm gonna teach you guys the optimal way to train them in bulk, depending on like let's say you're training a whole bunch of physical attackers, right? And you know you're gonna max out all their stats, or you're gonna max out their attack stat with 252 EVs. Well, you can actually do all of them together instead of doing it all one at a time. And I'm gonna teach you right now. So first, go to this is like the school, right? Yeah, go here, and then there's a shop right here. What you need to do is buy power bracers, okay? Or power items in general. This is in general goods. I'm so glad they streamline all this stuff. You can even buy bottle caps here. I mean, you can get bottle caps a lot from doing raids and stuff, but they really streamlined like the battle items and all this stuff in this game. I'm really happy about that. But basically what you want to do is you want to buy these power items. I actually buy 5 of each. Actually, hold up, I gotta buy 2 more real quick. 2 more power weights. So I actually buy 5 of each because like when I'm EV training, I like to EV train in bulk, right? Just to like save a whole bunch of time. So, because you have like permanent experience share. So every time you defeat a Pokemon, the whole team gets the EVs from said defeated Pokemon. So what I like to do is, like for this example, I think I'm gonna train attack, and I'm gonna show you guys. So each power item yields 8 extra EVs, plus the amount you get from defeating the Pokemon. So let's say for this example, I go and defeat a Pokemon that yields 2 attack EVs. Well, if my Pokemon are holding the bracer, right, it's gonna yield an extra 8 EVs, right? So let's say I'm trying to max out my attack stat at 252. Now every time I defeat a Pokemon that yields 2 EVs, I'm actually getting 10, right? So that means I only need to kill 26 Pokemon that yields 2 EVs to max out the stat at 252, okay? So it's actually 260, but it's gonna max out at 252 once you kill 26. And it goes by fast. I know that seems like a crazy number, but it goes by real quick, and I'll show you. But yeah, I like to buy 5 of each because you have a party of 6, right? And I can train a whole bunch of at a time. So for this example, let's train our attack EVs. So okay, I'm in my box, and I'm gonna look at mons that I think are like, are probably I'm gonna max out attack, right? So let's do Rory Moon. I'll do Rory Moon. For this example, I'll do Great Tusk, and then Scizor. I want max EVs on Scizor. Ooh, I got this from Raid. This is four good IVs. Anyway, we'll talk about that in another video. Dragonair, like it's gonna be my Dragonite or whatever. And then let's do like Slitherwing. These are all like mons I expect to be physical attackers. I'm not gonna try to like optimize and do because sometimes you need to optimize and maybe you only need you don't need to max out the attack EVs or whatever. You only need like 196 or something, and that's more specific. But just for this example, what I'll do is I'll train these guys. So I'll give all of them a power bracer, right? Wherever my power bracers are. Yeah, they're right here. So like I said, power bracer, you need to make sure you know which one. So power bracers, I'm going to do attack EVs for this example. So this will yield more attack EVs when I defeat a Pokemon. So I'll give every last one of them a power bracer, basically. So now that they're all holding power bracers, every time I attack or defeat, a Pokemon that yields attack EVs, I'm going to get 8 extra, okay? These Pokemon have a clean slate. So if I look here, right, there's no attack EVs. Look in the middle. There's no EVs spread throughout these Pokemon. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna find an area. that yields attack EVs. So personally, I like this area. So North Province Area 2, for so far, you know, the game's only been out for a few days, but so far I like this place for attack EVs because like there's like Bisharps here, Lux Rays. Lux Rays give, they yield 3 attack EVs. Bisharps yield 2. Then they have Ponyers that yield 1. Low Kicks actually yields 2 EVs. Scythers yield 1. There's a whole bunch of them running around, right? So like for example, Low Kicks, right? I'll fight this Low Kicks right here. So Low Kicks, when you defeat him, he actually yields, he gives you 2 EVs, right? 2 attack EVs. Now, when I beat this Pokemon right here, I'm actually getting 10. All my Pokemon just got 10 EVs, 10 attack EVs, right? So if I look at the summary here, you see that how it went up a little bit? Now let's fight a few and I'll show y'all how it works. Okay, so as you can see, look, all I'm doing is running around and fighting mons that yield attack EVs, and it's extremely fast in this game. Like I'm almost done maxing them out. Look how fast. Once you see it sparkling, that's how you know you got the maximum 252. Like I said, you might have to fine tune a little bit because some mons you might not need 252. So let's say in Scizor you only need like 190 or 196. Well, what you can do is you can kill, make sure you keep a count or whatever, but you can kill like 19, then you have 190. Then what you need to do is take the other ones out of your party, take the power bracer off, and then if you only need, remember, just start, they yield, some yield 1, some yield 2. So take off the power bracer so you're not overdosing, right? And then what you could do is kill like 3 more, then you get exactly 196. Then you take Scizor out your party. But for this example, I'm just gonna max them out at 252 just to keep it simple. But yeah, all I do is literally run around. I fight, like, I know Scyther yields 1, right? So all I gotta do, you know, I hit like acrobatics or something, and then boom, he's dead, and then I'm out, like the battle's done, boom, EV yield for my team, like, you know, and then I move on to the next one. Oh, Bisharp, he yields 2. Like they're everywhere here. I'm only gonna do the attack. I like this place for attack EVs. I'm making a list of all the other places with EVs, but just for the sake of this video, just to keep it concise, I'm gonna just show you an example of like basic EV training. But it's really fast, y'all. Like all I'm doing is just I'm EV training in bulk, easy mons. Like I know I'm gonna max out at 252 attack EVs. So, and then like I said, there's berries to reduce EVs. So let's say you change your mind and you don't need 252 attack. You can find berries that reduce EVs by 10 per, and then you can kind of like fine tune it that way. But like I said, just for the sake of this video, it'll be a simple 252 spread. But look how fast this is. As long as you got the power bracers and you're doing it in bulk, it's quick, man. It's quick. Just run around fighting everything. You know what I'm saying? Look at this. It's real fast, y'all. It's real fast. I'm gaining EVs like lightning. It's quick. It's swift. Hit up with the aqua style, I'm running out of close combats. You can kind of like, if you don't want to count and stuff too, you can kind of like look at your PP, like use a mon that has high PP. You can kind of count that way. Like, oh, if you need to kill 26, just use 26 PP. You know, little tricks like that. But yeah, I'm close. But I think y'all get the gist. I'll continue the video, but that's basically how you EV train. Once it's 252, they're all maxed out. And there's other ways, like you can use proteins and stuff, and I'll show you. Okay, so starting in Gen 8, which was last gen, they made it so supplements can actually, they don't cap at 10. It used to be you could only use 10 per stat, but now they're uncapped. So let's say you don't want to EV train and you have resources, like you have money or league points. You can actually buy carbos, proteins, and stuff that yields, they yield 10 each every time. So every time you use one, they yield 10. So let's say you didn't want to EV train like that and you wanted to just max out an attack of a specific Pokemon. You can buy 26 proteins, and that's 260k, but that'll immediately max out your attack EVs, right? And even then, they have other things like feathers. So let's say you want, like I said, you want a specific build, like maybe you want 188 attack EVs. So you would buy 18 proteins, use those 18 proteins, and then maybe you go kill 4 Pokemon that yields 2 each, or you have these feathers. Where are they at? They have these little feathers that yield 1 EV. So like look at that, I got 30 of them. These muscle feathers give 1 EV each. So let's say I wanted 188 attack EVs on my Scizor. Well, I would use 18 proteins to get 180, and then I would use 8 muscle feathers to get 188. So there are items you can use to do that too. But remember, these are resources, right? It costs money to buy them proteins. Look, I'm broke. I got 88K. You gotta buy, remember, you gotta buy battle items. You gotta buy like these power bands and all this stuff. So this stuff ain't cheap, you know what I'm saying? But but let's say you want to max out a specific Pokemon and you have a resources. Instead of going through that grind of fighting and defeating Pokemon, you could just use items to max them out. So like I said, sometimes it's easy. Like some mons 252, like 252 attack, 252 speed, and then like 6 in another stat or whatever. And that's usually like the simple method. But some builds do need fine tuning and stuff. So you might need to go like the muscle feather route or like the feather route, and then like, you know, and if you want to skip the feeding, you can use supplements if you have the resources to buy them. But yeah, it's real fast in this game, man. This is how I like to do. I like to do everything in bulk. Just to, you know, if I know I'm going to max out a Pokemon speed, I'm going to find a whole bunch of Pokemon in my box that I need to that I'm going to max out, and I can train them all at the same time, and that saves me so much time. Instead of doing it one by one, you can just do it in bulk, right? You still got to find the areas. Like I said, I'm gonna compile a list, but that's my favorite place for attack EV so far. Just everything in that forest basically yields attack. Now I just gotta find other areas, but it should be quick. This game is really fast. You in and out, As long as you're doing it like this, it's really fast to train EVs. But yeah, that's about it for this video. So I hope you guys learned something today. If you liked, like, subscribe, and I'll see y'all in the next one, okay? Peace.